Okay, from the tape measure to the loading dock, 182 feet. And it's 100 feet to a curbing that is in front of the warehouse. So 100 feet to the curbing. The truck would come in from over there. Has 100 feet this way, plenty of room that way, and then it's 82 feet to back it up to the dock. Okay, about where that tree is at, well, a little this way. I started measuring from what would be the midline of the loading dock. So from the midline of the loading dock to here is 150 feet, and to here is about the entry that they would come into the warehouse land. So they come down this way and then they take that left, and it's 150 feet like that. Measure that next. Okay, so the truck come down this gravel road here. This is highly packed. I mean, it's packed. A lot of gravel in here, like the granite, railroad type granite. We're right next to the rail yard. So they come down this road and they get to the gates. And I've got 188 feet from the middle of the road, right? So here's the middle of the road, 188 feet to where they would want to take their left and go that way. So plenty of turning radius right here, plenty of turning radius right there. I'll show the turning radius up there, but it's plenty as well. Okay, so this is Shop Road. The tracks are right there, obviously. That is a mound that any standard 18-wheel rig can get over. Not one of those that hangs low that carries cranes, maybe not, but your standard 18-wheeler, not a problem. Road comes this way, heads down here. We go past the telephone or the utility pole there, and you take a right. I'll start the video when I get to that, a little closer to the corner. There's the shadow for the utility pole. Just walk past it. Here's your corner. So the rig able to swing way out and take this greater than 90-degree corner here. They could swing out to here and then take the corner here. No problem. I've seen them do better, and that's not much of a challenge. Again, from the reverse angle, plenty of road right there. All right, and then they come down this way. Small pothole, and then another small pothole there, which they would just straddle. All right, I'll start the video when I come around the corner. We're coming around the corner. There's the warehouse. And I'd say 200 feet tops is the entry. So they just come on down this way. They would stay to the right, and I'll start the video again so you can see the turning clearance and the width of the gate. I'm effectively standing on the right-hand side of the road. Let's say something was here, which I guess could be. This is the road, the side of the road. But you see here, they can swing way out. And I've got 25 feet or so of gate opening there. Right, so there's the left gate, there's the right gate. And then we come on down. Again, packed gravel. This is that granite gravel. Okay, so your truck stays to the right a little bit to avoid the poles, but plenty of space over here, right? So, you're looking at your standard driveway. That's probably about 10 foot right there. So you're looking at, you got 15 to 20 feet, easy to swing around. All right. Take your corner out wide. Then you come up this way. Here's that wood curbing I was mentioning. That's 82 feet from the loading dock over there. They come this way. Of course, they stay to the right. They see the dock. And then they pull up and around and they line themselves up and they back up to the dock. All right, so that's the logistics of getting a truck in here. I'll show the grounds here. There's gravel down here, so this is pretty well packed. It's just starting to get grown over. Then we come to the dock, which I measured at about 34 inches from the ground. All right. Okay, I'm on the dock. Get back up to here. Large door, 106 inches tall. Definitely wide enough for a forklift. Ramp's in great shape. Plenty of room for a forklift to turn around or, maneuver right there, get around the corner. Here's the product. That's water damage. I've counted all the number of boxes that are water damaged. This side's damaged, that side's not, I'm assuming. So this is what it looks like. All right, I'm gonna take multiple videos here to keep the file size down from each individual file. But this stack here, this is a good size piece right here. More water damage on that one, some water damage there. Those boxes look good. Good boxes right there, water damage there. So you can see we've got some water damage on some of these. But inside the box is a big plastic bag that all the units are wrapped in. So those are very likely dry. All right, I'm gonna take some more. So I just showed you this, and we got more down that way. I'll walk by this here. We got some boxes here. These are in great shape. All right, this one's in pretty good, except for that up there. Those are pretty good, except for like 5 or 6 boxes there. Those are pretty banged up, either water damage or they've just gotten crushed. Mostly crushed probably because of water damage. Those would have to get repalletized. Okay, got more bottles here. That's a short pallet of bottles. That's 25 boxes on that pallet versus 20 boxes for that tall pallet. These are the caps from two different vendors. Got some water damage there. Backside, more water damage. Again, this is all in plastic. So, right, like that. So they're all tied up. Backside of these. Some of these are listing, just from the boxes collapsing, but no damage there. All right. And then on this side, water damage. This one's listing because of that. Looks good on this side. I'll go around to the other. Bottles, caps. Lots of water damage on this side of this pallet here. But this side looks good. That pallet in the back looked pretty good. Can't tell about that pallet too well from back there. This pallet, this is 2 pallets. Bottles in the bottom, caps on the top. That's water damage there, hence it's listing this way. This one's pretty bad right here. Those 10 boxes are water. I would imagine the 10 and behind it are as well. These look good on this side. And we got water damage there. I'll walk around. So you see that's listing. This one's listing that way back. Water damage there, but then you see on the back side, it looks good. All right, water damage on that. And then this one here, tucked in back. That one looks good. This one's got water damage down in the bottom. And that one in the back looks good. Okay, so that's all of it. We have a guy with a forklift and he's moving product to areas in the warehouse where the roof doesn't leak, so that we're keeping this product dry. We also have plastic and tarps that's going to get thrown over it just in case, because you never know if a new leak could start, right? So what we're doing here is we're going to show the integrity of the product. We're going to take this box off, and you'll see this is wet down to the second box. There's water inside the plastic. My hands are wet. So that we're going to show now the contents of this box, and that the product is still in great shape, right? So even though the box deteriorated, it's still in this plastic bag. And we are going to consider, if it's in the plastic bag, that this is an A quality product because it's still in the plastic and the cardboard is secondary. All right, so this box down there is even wetter than this, but they're all going to be in plastic. All right, so we're going to take this off, and it's probably going to just move it up to here. There we go. And then we'll just show that this is still in good shape. Right, so I don't want to break the bag, because in my opinion, once the bag is broken, now the product's contaminated, right? So it's sealed up nice, and this product is in great shape, but the boxes are not. That's the caps. What I consider C grade. This has been punctured, and the caps are loose inside the plastic, right? So this would be a C grade box, even though this box is 100% dry. So that's considered C grade. All right, so we're cutting the plastic off of this box to let it air dry a little bit, but we don't want to take the plastic completely off, because then the boxes will go tipping over. But we're gonna, if we just kind of lightly rip into this box, see, all the bottles are behind plastic as well, right? So as long as the box hasn't been, or as long as the plastic is still intact, we're considering these bottles to be A grade bottles. Now, whether or not the grading goes down because of shipping concerns and handling of the boxes, I can't determine that. All right, so that's what your bottles look like.